Aquarius, hi. Welcome back to Cardinal Fire Tarot. This is going to be your November 2023 reading, but first, a couple of announcements. If you aren't already, make sure that you're following Cardinal Fire Tarot over on Instagram and TikTok. I post daily over there with quotes, short readings, pick a card, stuff like that. Also, if you like my reading style and you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can find all the information for that at cardinalfiretarot.com. And lastly, this week's All Signs energy check-in is posted and available, and it's time-stamped, so you can just skip ahead to whichever zodiac signs you want to watch. You don't have to sit there for the whole thing. And if you resonate with the message, I would really appreciate a like and a subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start by pulling overall energy for the reading from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck. Alright, so the overall energy for your reading is the vision. Let's go ahead and get some tarot with that. Just realized my candle went out. All right. We'll let it fly out of there. Aquarius, it seems like you are extremely in touch with your intuition and with the spirit realm at the moment. And it looks like you have received in some form. Now, how that could be for all of you is different. Like, it could be like a dream that you had. It could be like just an inner knowing that won't go away. But in some way, shape, or form, you know that something major in your life is about to come to an end. Maybe it's just like that gut feeling that makes you sick to your stomach. But you are preparing for it because Spirit let you in on the secret a little early. And it looks like, I mean, you have support system in your life. So if this, let's say this is a breakup for some of you, I don't necessarily see that, but you have friends, you have family, like you have people that are supporting you right now. So, very beginning, the vision. This is that inner knowing within your soul. Whether you do ancestral work and you talk to your ancestors, if you have archangels that you do work with, deities, or if you don't do any of that and you just know, you just feel it in your gut, that's the vision that you have been gifted. So in the recent past, we have the Queen of Cups. That's you being very secure with your emotions. You feel safe, you feel grounded enough to open up in a very vulnerable feminine energy. It's also you tuning into this voice over here, the intuition. Then in the current energy, we have the Ten of Pentacles. You are trying to build your foundation as sturdy as possible, because you know the storm's coming and you're trying to prepare. And then in the near future, we have death. That would be the storm hitting. In the energy that surrounds you, the Three of Pentacles, like I was saying, you have a support system. You have people in your life who are showing up for you. And don't be afraid to ask for help and to take what they're offering. They may just be your prayers answered through human form. They may be your guides showing up through this person to help you along the way. It's not necessarily like a burden to them. In fact, it's probably, helping them along their path if you would accept what they're offering you. In your challenge, you have the Ten of Wands. It looks like a heavy month. There's going to be a lot of changes and probably some grief and some hardship along the way. So it is a heavy month, and it's going to be a whole lot to carry on your shoulders. But then in your strength, you have the Knight of Wands. And in this deck in particular, I kind of get a different feel for the Knight of Wands than most decks. Usually I think of the Knight of Wands as like full speed ahead, going for it, not stopping for a second to think. Look how contemplative he looks as he's staring at those little fairy sprite things. So it's like a reserved excitement. It's a cautious excitement. You feel the spark and the call and the drive to keep going, move forward, whatever. But in a lot more of a controlled, slower energy. All right, let's go ahead and get some clarifiers out. I want to start by clarifying the vision and the overall energy. Alright, so clarifying the vision, we have the Chariot, Judgment, and the Sun. Big month, Aquarius. You got 3 major arcanas coming out right there at the get-go, at the very beginning. The Chariot, Judgment, and the Sun. I think for most of you, you've been doing some spiritual work of some degree, of some kind. Whether that's just, sorry, I'm kicking the camera cord. Whether that's just praying at the end of the day or on your drive home from work, or, it's actually like, you actually are forming connections with certain deities and, building a bond with them to exchange, energy, information back and forth between the two. Whether you call upon your ancestors or your guides or your angels or whatever, I think most of you are doing some form of that, because it's like Spirit is barreling through as the Chariot, like, I'm here. And they're showing up, trumpets blaring, the whole 9 yards, in order to lead you to happiness. They are leading you to happiness because you have built that connection with them. And so they feel welcomed, and they feel like you're deserving of it. Now, is it going to be all rainbows and butterflies? Yeah, probably not. Something's coming to an end. And with all endings, even if they're for the better, that comes with grief, right? Let's go ahead and clarify that. King of Cups in the recent past. All right, clarifying the Queen of Cups, we have the Page of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Six of Coins, and the Magician. I'm so sorry, Aquarius. I am not bored with your reading or anything like that. I am just exhausted. I had a very late night last night, and then my wonderful animals, whom I love so much, woke me up at 4:30 this morning, and then I worked all day. So, you know, just trying to get caught back up with life. So, yeah, so you're showing up in this space where you're not entirely sure where you're going or what this is going to create, but you're showing up with curiosity and with openness. And by doing so, you are co-creating your future reality with the universe. You are manifesting, is what you're doing. And coming from a space of pure, heart chakra open love is going to be the quickest and most potent way to manifest. Let's clarify this Ten of Pentacles in your current energy. I'm just now noticing all of the symbolism, that's a good word, for family in this picture. I mean, we got the family tree, we've got the older hand holding the younger hand, we have the family there holding hands, we've got the house. So whether that's family coming through here, and family doesn't have to be blood, right? You can make, you know, whoever you pick to be your family. Whether that's family coming up here to help you, or whether that's ancestors. Why did I struggle so hard to say that? Coming through to help you. You've definitely got family on your side. All right, clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Cups again, the Four of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. It's like you've hit this point where you feel a little let down. You're feeling a little disappointed because your manifestations are not coming through in the 3D like you envisioned. And so there's this moment of apathy, like, because you showed up hard on your sleeve, and you're like, where is it? And what you don't realize is it's not coming through yet because the foundation must be laid first. You can't build the house straight on the ground. So the house is going to be built, but it's got to have a firm foundation first. It's coming. Let's clarify this death in the near future. Ooh. My goodness, those cards just went flying out, but I will take them. We've got the King of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Whatever is coming to an end, you perceive it as way better than it is in reality. I mean, whether this is a person or this is an opportunity, this is a career, this is a creative project, I don't know. But it's coming through your perspective as the King of Wands. But then we got that Eight of Swords there. So it's like But are you seeing clearly? And you have the Six of Wands with the Ace of Swords, which means with this ending, with this death, comes your success and a new beginning that is logical, that is that makes sense, that is going to take you from point A to point B, which is point B is what you're manifesting here. What you're disappointed hasn't come through here. This is another step along the way to get there. I doubt this ending, whatever this is, I doubt that's, your end game, because that's going to be uncomfortable. But it's another step along the way. So we're starting the manifestation, we're building the foundation, we're releasing the old, hopefully the next step. All right, let's clarify that Three of Pentacles and the energy that is surrounding you. All right, clarifying the Three of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Ooh. You've got some tough love coming through. The Queen of Swords is not a lovey feel-good. The Queen of Swords is to the point, firm in her position where she stands. And she's not one to be fucked with. But that doesn't make her warm and fuzzy either. Then you got the Knight of Swords, which is like, it's like someone coming into your life and being like, oh, come on, let's go, get up, time to go, you gotta go. Like, they're not waiting around for you to mope. That's not an option. And so, despite the fact that you have these worries and these fears and these anxieties, like the people in your life who are seeing it from a little bit farther back perspective, they're like, come on, just keep going. You're not stopping at this step. There's a next step, and when you get there, you're gonna feel a hell of a lot better. They can see that. I'm not sure that you can, but they're coming from a space of love, even if they sometimes seem harsh. All right, let's clarify that Ten of Wands in your challenge. And I want to make clear that even though they are coming through with the intention of love, that doesn't mean that if it's too cold or too pushy or too harsh for you, that you have to just sit there and take it because they mean well. You can communicate your needs to this person. You can tell them to back the fuck off in a nice way. And that is your right. So if you need to, don't be afraid to do that. Clarifying the Ten of Wands, we have the Knight of Wands, the Two of Coins, the King of Cups, and the Ace of Coins. Yeah, so you start out as the Queen of Cups in the recent past, and then as you move through this transition period and this process, you step into the King of Cups, which is you switching from the feminine energy of manifesting and nurturing and loving to the masculine energy of action and doing and planning and, putting in the work and the effort. And because of that, you just have like a lot that you're having to juggle. And not only is it a lot to juggle, but it's also new territory. So it's unfamiliar. It's a lot that you have to juggle that is also extremely unfamiliar at the same time. So it's stressful. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this looks like a somewhat very stressful month. But for the greater good. It is for the greater good. Let's clarify that Knight of Wands in your strength. Let me grab the one that I've flung to the floor. All right, clarifying this Knight of Wands. We have the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Coins, and Death. So we got Death and Ten of Wands coming through again. Yeah, so the more reserved drive and motivation that you're experiencing right now comes from you getting knocked down, Aquarius. You've got the Death, which is the ending. You've got the Ten of Wands, which is all this burden over here that we were just speaking on. And then we got that Nine of Coins and the Nine of Wands. So this is reserved motivation. And this is you stepping into your independence and your power and your capabilities. And with this energy, you create continued momentum despite the fact that you feel like you got knocked down. You didn't. You're just, I mean, it's a bulldozer. It's a bulldozer clearing the way. And as long as you keep this spark in the back of your pocket ready to pull out when the time is right, when it's universal timing, you're going to be just fine. So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. If you related with the message, I would love to hear what you have to say in the comments down below. Any thoughts, opinions, anything. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.